Hey guys, welcome back into the Dynasty 253 podcast. I'm Chris, the Curse Commish, joined as always by Rob. Show me your tets. How you doing tonight, Rob? Yep, pretty much
Ah,
sums it up.
yeah. I don't I don't know. These weeks it's starting to feel personal. At least I mean we talked on Thursday after Coleman got 3. I was like, well, go ahead and chalk it up. There it goes. Dalton Kincaid, 15 on my bench. Coleman, 3 on my starting roster. In fact, I think Josh Allen threw a touchdown to everybody except Keon Coleman. So that was neat. I thought when
Yep.
Miami stayed in it for a while, maybe I would get something out of it. And 4 targets, nothing.
Well, that's
And
a
the trend
doozy of a way to.
continued.
Oh, that's a doozy of a way to start off the show. Welcome to episode 10.
Oh, it's the 10th episode?
Yeah, we're in double digits.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. What do we got?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
happy number 10. I like it. I like it. Yep. This is number 10.
All right.
We were trying to have Tommy on here for number 10, but schedules couldn't align. Oh, you got the fancy cup.
Got my disco ball cup.
I like it. I like it. But yep, no, we had to postpone Tommy's interview for episode number 10. You were down at the hunting property and oh,
I'm sorry. You should see my desk. It's horrible.
oh, this is what we get for 10. I can't wait to see what happens with like 25.
Oh man.
You're gonna have to go big.
Oh. All right. I'm done now, I promise.
Okay.
I'm all
so
out.
going back to that. Yep, we were gonna have Tommy on, but you were down at the hunting property in Georgia, and it was, your wife's birthday, so hopefully she had a great birthday.
Yeah, I made her some Philly cheesesteaks. That's what she wanted. That's it. She's a very simple lady.
It helps.
Said, make me a Philly. I said, okie dokie. So
And should have made like 8.
8
So
Phillies?
you can have leftovers. Yeah, so you have leftovers.
I made 6. There was a little bit of leftover meat.
Okay. Well, that
But
works.
they were big old sandwiches though.
Gotta love that.
Yeah, they were good.
So yeah, so I figure for this episode, what we'll do is we'll go over, the NFL injuries because there were a lot of big ones this week.
It looked like
we'll
a
get it.
rolling thing. The amount
Yeah.
of every week.
Yeah.
And there's like
it's
it's no shortage of names.
No, it's been a lot of big names. Then we'll go in through the top 3 and bottom 3 scores of the week. Kind of recap our week 3 predictions. Go over the taxi squad players. We're gonna cut out the that was stupid segment this week because we
I
have
asked
some
him
trades to
to.
break down.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah. But we have
Too
some
many
trades
choices.
to break down.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay.
Yep. We'll get
I know
those.
last week I said like 175. That's got to be a record. This has to be a record, right? For amount of trades in a span of time, this has to be it.
Yeah, in a span of 10 minutes.
Right? Literally, it was like boom. I was like, I already voted on a trade, and it was like, no, it's a new one. I was like, I already voted on a trade. He's like, no, it's a new one too.
Yeah,
it was freaking wild.
Pretty intense.
Very exciting.
And
week.
I was at work, so I couldn't quite get to him. Like, I want to make trades. People are trading. I want to make trades. And yeah, nothing came of it. I got offered one trade that I laughed at the person because, yeah, it was that bad.
That must be what happens when I send people trades.
I literally
they
sent,
just chuckle.
This is a joke, right?
Hey, man, I've seen some trades that I'm like, if I'd have known that was an option. So sometimes you put a feeler out there and it works out.
Yes, it does. So yeah, we'll get into that. And then we'll do the week 4 preview, kind of get those knocked out pretty quick.
Yep.
And go from there. All right. So which injury would you like to talk about first? Because there's a plethora of them.
Well, Najee Harris. This is an interesting one. He's not injury prone. I don't believe he's missed a game up to this point. And y'all killed him in 3 weeks. So I didn't see the injury. I heard the response to it. It sounds pretty bad. I think he's gone for the year.
Yeah, he definitely blew his Achilles. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So they've already ruled him out for the season. There's no coming back from that. So tough break for Jimmy, although he wasn't getting Jimmy a whole lot of points in his lineup, at least not to start the season. But I think it's all arrows pointing up for O'Marion.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I thought at least at some point he would be, the workhorse. And Christmas came early for someone.
Yes, it did.
That's really unfortunate, though,
speaking,
Najee Harris. You had him, you didn't even get him into the season. He about blew his eyeball out. And then you tore his Achilles. Like, people should not go to LA. It's not safe.
And what sucks is I read today, like, he's missing out on like $400 million in incentives for his contract for rushing attempts.
Did you say 400 million or 4 million?
Sorry, 4 million. 4 million.
I mean, that's way like 4 million. It makes no difference to me.
4 million.
But
sorry.
4 million. Yeah, that's okay. A little different. But still, that's
400 million.
That's a good chunk of change.
Yeah. That's
I think I
like
would rather
half of
have
his
4
contract.
million than not 4 million. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That sucks. Poor guy.
So hope he has a speedy recovery. I mean, that's 2 Achilles in 2 weeks for Chargers or former Chargers players.
Yeah, that's rough.
But
speaking of running backs, though, there was a couple more. James Conner.
Which done.
I
don't know if this will be a career ender for him, but it's getting close.
He's isn't he 31?
Like 31 or 32.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a little bit older. I thought he was like 31. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And I think this was the last year of his contract too in Arizona.
Well, I think that's pretty telling. So he has to come back and he has to find a new team or convince the Cardinals to bring him back on. He was doing pretty good too, right? Double digits in week 1 and 2.
Yep.
Well, Trey Benson.
Yes.
Who's got him? Who's got Trey Benson?
That would be James, I believe.
That's ideal, at least.
So yeah, he has Benson, lost Connor, so that's a plug and play. And James also has O'Marion Hampton. So that worked out well.
Out of the frying pan and onto the counter? I don't know.
Sure.
But sure.
Like
that one didn't work.
Sure.
I'll be honest.
I'm going with it.
Sure, let's roll with it. That makes the most sense.
Yep. So another running back we lost this week was Tyrone Tracy to a dislocated shoulder.
Oh, signals point to Scatabo now.
Yep.
I don't know how long he'll survive putting his head down the way he does, but
concussion galore.
Yeah, I know, right? Just in time for Tracy to come back.
Yeah. If you watch him in the game, like every time he comes back to the huddle, he shakes his head. Like, did you get a concussion on that play?
Concussion out, man.
It's the way to do it.
Like your brain gets knocked one way, you just jettle it back in, you'll be good.
There you go. So Jimmy lost both of his starting running backs this week for his team.
That's really rough.
That is not a good way to start the season.
Luckily, he did something about it, but
he did. And we'll talk about that soon.
Yep. But it wasn't. Soon. I mean, yeah, we'll get to it.
Yep. Mike Evans went down with a hamstring. Sounds like he could be out a couple weeks.
Yeah. The Bucs are having a hard time at wide receiver. Luckily, they got a guy. He's pretty solid. But,
yeah.
I mean, Mike Evans.
Godwin
should be back soon.
I think he could play this week.
They need him to. But I think if Mike Evans is out for a couple of weeks, this might be it for his 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to get there.
That's unfortunate.
So, and then I think probably the biggest name of the week is CeeDee Lamb with the high ankle sprain.
Yeah. You would think having the next wide receiver on that team, you would have a lot of optimism, but I don't know.
That much optimism.
Yeah. The Bears suck. I know they whooped the Cowboys, but I'm still not there on them. And I was positive Dak was going to light him up. And
I think everybody was.
If they can't do it against the Bears, and then they're going against the Packers next week, which, by the way, Jordan Love better have his Caleb Williams moment. I swear to God. if we don't at least play against the Cowboys as well as Chicago did. Unacceptable. But yeah. CeeDee Lamb, at least 2 weeks. That's rough.
Yes. So what I'm hearing, at least 2 weeks, but he also said like, oh, I could play next week. So
did he see his ankle?
I don't know. I don't know.
The picture, I mean, it was in the shape of an L, like, the Cowboys, but like it was not good. That was
no.
I mean, we've seen people come back quick, but have you had a high ankle sprain? Like it's not a
not
week?
A high ankle, huh? Maybe.
A week?
I don't know.
No, there's no way. If
I
he
think
does,
it's gonna be a couple
to him.
weeks.
Yeah, that's those hurt.
Yeah, but even if he does come back, he's not going to be the same CeeDee Lamb until it's fully healed.
Yeah, your cuts and your top end speed are dramatically impacted when that happens. Yeah,
I mean, hopefully that boosts up George Pickens for you.
Yeah,
but he had 9 targets last week.
Oh yeah, he's getting the targets, and he'll get more now.
Yeah, except for the fact that tight end Jake Ferguson had 14
targets
and 13 catches.
Yeah, no, I was watching that game, and I'm just like, okay, so it's gonna be Pickens time, and then nope. So I hope something comes out of it. I'm not optimistic about this week. The Green Bay defense is still really, really good. Despite what their offense can't do, their defense is solid. So, and then you've got the Micah Parsons revenge game too coming up. So,
and I think
I might sit Pickens this week. It's really weird to think, but brought Torrey Horton up because he's got multiple weeks with a touchdown, and we're desperate. So, I'm not sure Pickens is going to play this week. That's how optimistic I am that he becomes the number one, and I might bench him.
I was thinking about that earlier. Like, do you start George Pickens against the Packers defense, or do you start Dobbs or Wicks against Dallas defense?
Oh, so that's the thing, right? Is I really am thinking like, do I just start the Packers? Now, Love's going to throw a touchdown to somebody, right? And I don't have Tucker Kraft.
Yep.
So I don't know. Dobbs might. It's going to be hard. I don't know. What I ought to do is think about who I don't want to start, and then Sunday morning flip everybody. That's what I should do.
That's a good way to do it.
That seems to work, right? I take that fullback in Philly hasn't thrown the ball all year. So I'm like, okay, we'll pull Devonta Smith. He won't do anything, right? Highest scoring receiver on my team, on my bench. Like, okay, Dalton Kincaid hasn't been having good games. Okay, we'll sit him. We'll play Fannin, but we'll play Coleman because Coleman had one good game, and then he had a bad game. And in 2 games, still has 1/4 of the points he got in the first game. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's fantasy. That's what it is.
Like, it's like every decision you make is the wrong decision.
It has
even
been
if
all
it's
year.
The right decision.
Enter Ramondre Stevenson. He goes bad. Okay, we'll sit him. He puts up 20. Okay, bring him back. Fumbles twice. What? On the goal line? Like, come on, man.
Trust me, man. I went from Malik Neighbors putting up 30 plus a week ago to 2 points this week.
Yeah, and I think there's a trend. Play your wide receivers against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That seems to be. So yes, one. Romeo Doubs will likely play this week.
Good call.
You know what that means, right?
Wide receiver.
No points.
He's going to get goose egg. Yeah. So another injury for wide receiver. Terry McLaurin left with a quad injury, but apparently from what I've read, he's not going to miss any time or maybe a week.
Maybe a week. I've been redraft. I'm keeping an eye on that situation.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't looked all that good this year anyway.
No, it's weird, right?
It's like holding out hurts you somehow.
It's almost, huh?
Yeah.
Does practice make you better? Is that a thing? I heard practice makes you better, right? If we ask Allen Iverson, we don't need to worry about it.
I had a coach back in, I think it was for basketball. It was basketball in like junior high. And he's like, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense.
How do you practice perfect?
I don't know, but that was his motto.
Never achieved it yet, me either.
Yep. Don't know.
My coach said, strive to be perfect. One day you might be good. I said, okay, I can run with that one.
Yeah. I had a track coach that always said better never than late. So I like that
Better
one.
never than late.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah. So there you go. Last one I put on here was Jatavian Sanders, backup tight end for Panthers,
All behind
and he
Tremble.
had a high. Yep.
Or
And
Tommy
he had a
Tremble.
high ankle sprain as well. So
It's a bummer
it
for
looks
him.
like,
Everybody but everyone was going off that day. Panthers had a great day.
yep. So if you look at the injuries, you had Najee Harris, Tyrone Tracy on Jimmy's team. You had James Conner and CeeDee Lamb for James. You had Mike Evans and Sanders for Tommy, and then McLaurin for Tyler. So those teams got hit hard.
Yeah. One player sucks. Two players is, especially if you lost people for the season.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
That's
pretty brutal. I'm just
yeah.
thankful it's not me so far this season, but
Well, I
we
wouldn't have
still
said
have
that.
we still have another 10 weeks to go.
I was going to say, there's plenty of terrible things coming. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's coming. So next up, we'll get into the league scoring. So the top scorers of this week, we had Michael put up 151.32. They balled out.
Michael's theme song should be Eye of the Tiger because he's a survivor.
He really is.
Every week. I
Yep.
think we'll get to predictions in a minute, but like I was like, this is it, bud. This is your moment. You're going to lose. Your luck's run out. Nope. Could I have been more wrong? Luck's out. No, it's not on the top scorer.
Yeah. So then Chapin came in second with 148.32.
That's a good score.
So after being in the bottom three last week, Chapin rebounded.
Yeah, he said he had enough. No more.
Yes. I play Chapin this week. I hope to knock him down in the bottom three, but I don't think that's happening.
Tyler took a step
don't
back.
think so. Yep. Well, I mean,
I'm just playing. 135 is still pretty good.
Yeah. He dropped down 40 points.
40 points. Pathetic.
Yep.
And so, still is in the top three.
Yep. Putting up 134.78. Can't argue with that.
No, if you did that every week, you'd probably win a championship.
Yep. Exactly. Bottom three scores of this week. Number 3 lowest score was you, sir, an 83.12.
This is such an improvement to not be the bottom score. You know, I know Jimmy held it the one time, but like, just seems like it's my bracket now, you know? And as bad as I felt, at least I wasn't the bottom again.
There are worse.
But
I will say, had you started Kincaid and what's his butt? Devontae Smith, you would have beat Tommy.
So this is week 3 of having the players and losing. Yep. It is.
So you could have been 3-0.
Have you, you know, they put that sit start percentage. You know what mine is?
Yep.
64. 64% of the time I play the right guy. 64.
Oh, that's rough.
Everyone I play, 85. 90. Me, 64. I just can't. I don't know.
I don't even think I've looked at mine. I'll have to look at that later.
Yeah, mine's very low. I play the wrong guy often. And the thing is, it's not like I have a set roster where I'm playing the same guy and it's like, oh, you probably should have, like you do with Quentin Johnston, right? Where you should have the guy in, but you don't, right? I'm like, okay, we'll change it up. They had a good game. They're getting more carries. They've seen more targets. And then they're like, that guy's not even on our team. So,
yeah.
Or they ignore him for 2 weeks and then decide they're going to throw the ball because the Rams ran the score up on them. Who'd have thought throwing helped in football?
Rams should have won that game.
Yeah, they really should have.
They should have won that game.
Them block kicks at the last second, they do things to you.
Yes, they do. Next lowest was James at a 70.92, but losing CeeDee Lamb in the first quarter and his other injuries like James Conner, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it full strength. None of my people got knocked out.
And then bottom of the barrel this week is Robbie coming in with 66.56 points.
So do we have a new low on the year? What was Jimmy's?
I think we have a new low.
We'll have to confirm
Jimmy's was
that.
Jimmy's was in week 1.
As well.
66.64 was Jimmy in week 1.
Oof. New low. Sorry, Robbie. That's rough.
Yep. So got a new low. Not by much, but it's a new low.
Congrats, Jimmy.
And
you're moving up.
One step from the ledge.
That's a positive.
It is.
When you're
It
down
is.
here, you really have to take the wins you get, right? You have a running back get double digits, and you're like, hell yeah, dude. We did it. Your quarterback doesn't throw 9 interceptions. We did it. It's small victories.
Small victories.
Small victories. You got to avoid the.
All
Got to
right.
win one at some point. This is. I can't go skunk out. It'd be bad.
I mean, then it comes to a point, and I'll do within the next couple of weeks, I'll put in here and we'll discuss how the bottom 6 are looking for picks.
Yeah. Speaking
Look
of
at
bottom 6,
how that standing's going. So I'll get that up in the next week or two. Go that route.
we got to get a punishment locked in. Jimmy reminded
I
me the other day
think
when he's like, "You haven't eaten the fries," and I was like, "Yo, we don't have anything yet."
I got the punishment locked in. I think I know what
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
Beer mile?
So no.
No.
It's gonna be in a podcast form. We're gonna have a podcast. You and I are gonna
Oh.
host. We are gonna do. Remember that little thing you sent me about the
Yeah.
statement?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So loser's gonna read a statement on the podcast and have to put it out to their socials. But I'm gonna send this out podcast to where we have a live audience. So everybody
Oh.
else in the league can ask questions that they have to answer.
Okay, I like that. So we've got the statement that they got to put out that they lost, and then we're doing like a post game interview,
Yep.
but a post bottom championship.
Postseason. Yep.
All right. Okay. Cool. Locking it in. Everyone heard it. That's what we're
Yep.
doing.
So that's what it's going to be this year.
Good.
So it'll be interesting with you co-hosting if you happen to finish at the bottom. So,
Happen? I don't know what
if
you
you
think's going to happen.
Hey, as long as you can win your 2 games.
0-3 is like, we're already in trouble. Like, this is when you start thinking about things like, man, who's coming out of college next year?
Just remember, you only need to win 2.
That's how I
in
did
the
it last
regular
year.
season in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
That's all you need.
Technically, I think you can get away with 1, but you might be able to get away with 1.
You can get away with 1.
I'm going to try not
you don't
to.
Want to go you don't want to go 0-14.
No, I don't. I really don't.
But yeah.
And the schedule is not going to get easier, right? There's I played Christian this week. So it's not, it's not like the teams are going to get simpler going forward. So
I hope my schedule gets easier.
Yeah. Well, eventually you'll have to play me.
Keith in week 1, Jimmy week 2, Christian week 3, Chapin week 4.
You know what,
I need some easy.
I do want to play you because I need to have my best week. I hope you have your worst week when I'm because that's what happens, right? Everyone has their best week against you. So
it seems to be that way.
Yeah, I think
I think I have the 3rd most points against already.
I'm at 6. So
fun times.
I'm right in the middle.
Fun times.
It's fun times.
It's fun times. It is fun times. So since we're skipping over that was stupid segment, I'm still going to do the taxi squad stars. Just kind of go to the 4 players that had the most points on the taxi squads. This week at quarterback, again, it was Spencer Rattler.
Outplaying Jordan Love.
15.42 points for Robbie. I don't think Spencer Rattler's coming up. He's got Purdy. He's got Mahomes. He's fine. Running back was horrid, though.
Yeah, there were no great running backs. That's because Tootin came off the taxi squad.
That he did good in your starting roster.
Yeah, he's there for now. He's had touchdowns in back-to-back weeks. He's in.
Yep. But Kendry Miller on Derek's roster, he got a whopping 4.6 points. So he's staying on the taxi squad.
Glitter on my face.
Wide receiver, your call up. Would you like to talk about him? Getting 16.7
Torrey Horton getting
points.
16. No, I think one of them was a return.
Yep.
So probably not depending on that weekly. But yeah, double digits in back-to-back weeks. Seems like he might be a guy. And so it was, I dropped Ray McLeod to bring him up. So he's been out playing Ray McLeod. So he will no longer be a top wide receiver on the taxi squad. He will now be a bum in my starting lineup. So sorry, Seahawks fans, I broke him.
Good for you.
But yeah,
Good for you.
I'm excited about him. Honestly, I was obviously we talked preseason, pre-draft. I was big on Torrey Horton, so I'm excited. I didn't want to call him up this quickly, but I mean we're hurting, man.
Yeah, it's rough in the streets.
Yeah, well, Watson's IR, Coker IR, Rashi Rice suspended. Like, what's going to get really fun is when they come back and I got to find room for them. That's probably when Aaron Rodgers goes the way of the Buffalo. Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I think, I have a waiver where he gets dropped. So we'll see if it goes through.
Okay. All right.
We'll see.
Tight end is the Chargers rookie, Arande Gadsden Jr. Arande put up whopping 7.1 points in his first game for Christian's team, riding on the taxi. So
7's not
can't
bad.
go wrong with it.
Fannin got me 4. He'll bounce back. Obviously, he was playing a really good defense.
Yep.
7 points is points.
Yeah,
that's only half of what Jordan Love
first
got.
Game.
Yeah, I'm mad at Jordan Love. Just so you know, very mad.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'll give you about
we talked about it on Sunday.
Million reasons why I'm mad at him. Yeah,
and Matt LaFleur.
Oh my! Can I? I've said I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. I hate Matt LaFleur as a coach. I don't hate him as a person. I want to be specific about that. He coaches scared. I swear to God, he looks like he coaches high school football in like the westest of coast Oregon. It is the West Coast coaches, man. Can't win with him. It's everything he does is he takes his foot off the gas as soon as it gets on there. And then all of a sudden he'll do something stupid like, oh, we should run the ball and then maybe punt it, right? No. Let's throw it. Let's just why? Why now? He goes for it on fourth when he shouldn't. He can't win a challenge to save his life. I think he's won one challenge, and it was like the most obvious one last week.
Yeah.
It's abysmal to watch him over and over again. And he rode the coattails of Aaron Rodgers for a really long time, and he has squeaked into playoffs enough times and then falls apart, and he just coaches poorly. I don't like the way Matt LaFleur coaches. I don't. I'm upset that like Dan Quinn was available when we got Matt LaFleur. Jim Harbaugh was available when we got Matt LaFleur. No, he was still coaching in Michigan, but we could have got him. He knew what was coming down the pipe. So,
yep.
Maybe we'll win. I mean, it's one game, but it's the freaking Browns, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That loss was, they block a kick, then they drive it down, then they.
Yeah, that was rough.
I wanted, I went back and watched that block kick, and I'm like, they had to be offsides, right? They were offsides. There's no way they weren't offsides. And it was just, nope. So special teams, poor coaching. I don't understand. Like, you just think because you have a double-digit lead with a couple minutes left that you're like, you've won it. Like, if anybody knows that shouldn't happen, flashback to the NFC Championship, it should be Green Bay. Right?
True.
Never take your foot off the throttle. You haven't won. You have no idea what's going to happen. Right? And then Jermaine Kearse throws one over top of your, Russell Wilson throws Jermaine Kearse over the top of your head. I don't know. It's just, anyway, I don't like Matt LaFleur as coach. There you go.
I kind of grasped that.
Yeah. I think there's a lot better coaches out there, and I think, I don't know.
Did I send you that reel of the Myles Garrett play where he's running through the line? And you hear the lineman saying run.
Myles Garrett's a good
great
football player.
Yep.
When you have to game plan for a single player, that's pretty impressive for the player.
That just made me laugh, though.
Yeah. It's just like, run, Jordan!
So let's get into our week 3 prediction recap.
Yes. Let's start with yours, because this is an I told you so.
It wasn't I told you so. I picked myself to beat
Jalen
Christian.
Hurts was going to have his rebound game.
Christian just whoops my ass every time we play. Every time. Like, I can't beat him. I don't know what it is. I just can't beat him. Like,
just can't do it.
It's frustrating.
It was pretty handily too, by 22 points.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't even know.
Well, it does help when Derrick Henry actually does something. Not a lot, but he does something. And Jahmyr Gibbs, holy crap, dude. But
I turned the game off after each team had their first drive. Once Gibbs scored the touchdown and Henry scored, I turned off the game. I was like, I'm done.
this is it.
There's no point in watching it. There's not. I'm 1-4 against Christian in all of our meetings, head to head. I just can't beat him. There's no way.
Yeah, you should have known to start Sam Darnold. That would have solved it.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
Right?
Who'd
Over
have thought?
Herbert.
Yeah.
Well, Denver's pretty good. You know what you ought to do, though, is get Quentin Johnston in your lineup.
Him or Keenan.
Yeah, right? One of those receivers.
But I mean, you look at my receivers. Like, do you put in QJ and Keenan over Malik Neighbors, Drake London? Like,
no.
Who do you put him in? I already benched T. Higgins. Like, who else am I going to put him in over?
Well, like, your receivers are solid, right? Neighbors, London, and Collins.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Like, what do? You can't
put him over
Brees
Hall.
Over him.
I don't know. Put him in your flex.
Yeah. I mean, but who knows? So, yeah, I took the L on that one. You called it. Good job, Christian.
Yeah.
I told you that today at
Champ
work.
to
Good
be
job.
Christian.
I don't know.
And he's on a bye week this week,
looking.
so.
Yeah. So getting into your matchup against Tommy, which we already talked about.
You know what? It's not the only reason he won, but I promise you Mark Andrews watches this podcast because week 1, Mark Andrews, 0.9. Week 2, 1 point. Week 3, 24 points against me, the guy who notoriously calls him a bum. So I was watching that. I was like, touche, Mark. Touche.
Chalk that one up.
Yep. Got me. And again, like you said, the players were there. We just have to make the right choices. And the problem is it feels like a lottery. So, but congrats to Tommy, pulled it off. Now, to be fair, I did pick myself prior to Keon Coleman shit in the bed.
True.
And I asked you on Friday if I could change my prediction.
Nope. It was on
Chris said
record.
no. Chris said I had to lock it in. He said, nope, it's there.
Because I knew I was going to lose. So if I'm losing, you're losing.
We lose together. Yep.
So next one, we actually both picked Keith over Jimmy. Pretty safe pick.
Yeah, that worked out. Keith threw up 134. Jimmy put up 90. So
pretty safe on that. We both picked Derek to beat Michael.
Again, Michael's a survivor.
Yeah. So
it's Lamar though, man. I swear. Well, and then what was David Montgomery doing? What is that?
Running all over.
151 rushing yards, 2 tuds. He outplayed Gibbs, and Gibbs scored 24 points. And I will give this to Michael. We, and particularly you, have bashed Ollie Gordon every week.
Yep.
And he has rode that. And it wasn't a ton, but he got him almost 10 points, 9.8.
Yep.
So props to Michael for hanging in there.
Scoring a touchdown helps.
And Jigba did great. Garrett Wilson at freaking 20 points.
Yeah.
So Tyrod still got it.
I heard Justin Fields may be benched even when he comes back from the concussion.
What? Tyrod played that good?
That's something I heard.
All right, we'll follow that rumor.
I don't know if Tyrod played that good or Fields has been playing that bad.
He played good the first game.
Because he ran.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
But next up, Chapin versus Robbie. We both picked Chapin. Obviously, we know how that worked out. That was the blowout of the week.
No one deserves this. Let me do some quick math.
Robbie, if you're watching,
78 points. Okay. Well, it's just okay.
So,
this isn't a knock on anyone, I promise. But if you double Robbie's points, he lost by 16.
Well,
that's rough.
You can combine James and Robbie's points, and they still would have lost to Chapin
by 15. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oof. So Chapin, shot-free week. You got this one. 150.
No,
that's old Chapin.
No, we're taking a shot because I play him this week, so we got to take a shot.
Yeah, good luck on that one, buddy.
And then final matchup was Tyler versus James. Tyler won it handily again. James losing CD Lamb and James Conner.
Yeah, they didn't help. Matt,
I think
didn't help.
Yep. So you picked Tyler to win. I picked James, which I already apologized to James for that one in the group chat.
Yeah,
Like,
you might
yep,
have.
sorry, I picked you to win. They don't call me the curse commish for nothing.
Whenever Chris deviates from me, your team is screwed. Except for one. I think you did get one on me this week.
So I have hope. I have hope. I have hope because I know you're picking Chapin, so I have hope.
Yeah, I am picking Chapin. No, I am.
No, but if I pick myself, I always lose.
You can pick Chapin, and then you're gonna lose too, but be right. You want to be wrong and lose?
Yeah, but that just seems wrong. It just seems wrong.
All right.
So
I think nope. I picked me. So you got 1 minus 1. Both.
So basically, on the week, you are 1 up over me.
Hanging in there.
So that's 2 weeks in a row. You're 1 up over me.
That's 2-0, sir.
That is 2-0.
I can't win, but I can pick them.
Very true. So
right,
what do
man.
you want to do next? Do you want to preview next week's
No, I
matchups
want to
and
do the
save
thing I
trades
wanted
for
to
the
do
end?
when we started.
You want to do this one?
3
All right, I'll
trades
let
in
you
less
kick
than
it off.
10 minutes. This is freaking
Which one do you want to start with?
Oh, Egbuka.
Because they're all Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy, you told Jimmy to trade. I guess he heard you.
He did. He listened.
I mean, and the thing is, too, like, Jimmy made moves. It wasn't like he took nobody players and tried to make some moves. He, like, legitimately took players and was like, let's go do something with them. Right? Needed running backs. Moves Egbuka, which I'm pretty sure the entire league wants Egbuka. Right? But acquires Kyron Williams and then gets himself a third. And Kyron's still pretty young, so he's got a running back for a while now. And the third rounder, no. What do you mean no?
I have my issue with it.
Okay.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
Why?
Say your
no,
thing.
I mean, honestly, okay.
Say your thing, and I'll tell you my issue with it.
Okay, Egbuka's obviously the future in Tampa Bay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very young, incredible wide receiver. Jimmy needs running backs.
He does.
Especially after this week. So to go out and acquire a Kyron Williams and get himself a third, I get it. I like it. All right, so you tell me why you don't like it.
I don't mind the fact that he traded Egbuka.
Is it because he didn't trade him to you?
No, it's not even because he traded it to me. Okay. If I had Egbuka, who is arguably right now the best rookie receiver this year, he is up there, but he's.
I would have, if I could redraft, I'd take Egbuka.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my issue, and again, I understand why he did it. So it's nothing about the process over it. You traded him to Chapin, and it's not even that Chapin gets Egbuka. But
Says Justin Jefferson and Egbuka. That's cool.
Yeah. But Jimmy's roster is a rebuilding roster. And it goes in with the next trade as well that we'll talk about.
Yeah, okay.
Arguably, so the next trade up that we'll talk about is he sends Trey McBride to Derek for Josh Jacobs and Evan Ingram. So in 2 trades, Jimmy got himself Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, Evan Ingram, and a third, gave up Egbuka and Trey McBride. So he arguably gave up his 2 best players on his roster that are young.
I don't love the Trey McBride trade. I didn't get to talk on that one yet. I love Josh Jacobs.
Get there.
I think Evan Ingram is very serviceable, but they're older. Josh Jacobs is 28. Evan Ingram's 30, 29, 30
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So old. I don't love the Trey McBride trade. No. I would rather keep Trey McBride. I don't mind the first one. I don't mind. It's my the first one I like. I think Kyron is still young enough that makes sense, and he gets the third out of it, so he still has the rebuild option, and he has a young running back.
With an asset like Egbuka, you look at Chapin's roster. He has Travion Henderson. He has Quinshad Judkins. Why not go after one of them?
Judkins did have a really good game.
If you want the top wide receiver, it's going to cost you a rookie or at least a first somewhere in there. Like, I don't know.
So the issue is he could have got more.
I think he could have gotten a lot more.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you hold him. he's. I mean, Jimmy, hate to break it to you, buddy, but you're not winning the league this year. You know that. We all know that.
You just gonna hang out with me.
So Ibuka is a piece that you build around on your roster. I don't think Kyron Williams is a build around asset, especially now that
No?
they're working in Blake Corum more. No,
Okay.
Blake Corum's getting a lot more carries.
Right. So Blake Corum
Um,
coming in, taking some work away from Kyron Williams with the Egbuka,
Yep.
who is getting the work and likely will take over
Yeah.
for Mike Evans. Yeah.
And then Trey McBride's top 3 tight end in the league.
Yeah.
Easy.
Like I said, I don't love that one. That was big eyes. I mean, it looks like he's making a run, trying to make a run this year now. Like I said, I love Josh Jacobs, but he's a little bit older. I mean, he's a dog, absolute freaking dog.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I understand losing running backs that you need to make moves for running backs. Like I said, I would have gone and like, you really want Ibuka, you got to give me Henderson or Judkins and a third.
And the third. So you would rather
Yep.
take like a Henderson over. Yeah. And his backup is my starter. So he's not good. He fumbles.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
okay. So it's
I
the
mean,
capital. It's the capital on the return. That's the issue with the trade for you.
I just looking at Ibuka's stats for the year, I think Quinshot Judkins or Henderson.
So good.
Yeah, like you build around wide receivers because they last longer.
Okay. I get what you're
They just
I get your
do.
point. Yeah.
So if you're building a dynasty roster, at least from the way I approach is like, I want good, solid, young wide receivers.
I do too. I've gotten the young
want.
wide receiver part figured out.
You just need the good part.
Good solid is hard.
Okay. So that's my issue. It's not that he made the trades. I full on agree. Like he needed to do something. But I think for Ibuka and McBride, especially the McBride one, he could have gotten a lot more than that. I think he got ripped off on the McBride one.
Well, congrats, Derek.
Yeah. So
yeah, Trey McBride's
Derek's fleeced.
That's a good player. Okay.
Yep.
So the last one to get Cam Scatterbo, Ricky Pearsall on a 2. I don't love the 2.
Yeah.
Especially where like people like Jimmy and myself are going to be drafting. That 2 is like pick 14.
I like that move for Robbie though.
I mean, I get it. I mean, he got I think Cam's going to be a guy and he's a rookie and I don't know. I'm in on this one too. I don't love the second on top of it. I wonder if he could have done it for a 3.
Yeah. Like flip that 3 that he got from Chapin and
or a future 3. I guess what year was the 2? Is it next year?
They're both 26s.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
That 2 is going to be a high pick. So to get Ricky Pearsall and a high 2, and you give up Cam Scatterbo, although having Cam Scatterbo on your team is kind of cool. So.
Yeah, but if I was in Robbie's position, looking at his roster, I would have made that move in a heartbeat.
He did. It was a literal heartbeat. I don't actually know, because I'll send out trades, and they will sit for, I think the longest I've done is like a week and a half. So how the hell, Jimmy? How'd you do it? How'd you get 3 trades executed in 10 minutes? That's the craziest part of this entire thing. Forget picks and Ibuka and all that stuff. How the hell did you get 3 trades to occur in a 10-minute window? Because that means you had 3 independent people. Were you like in the room with them? He was, right? It had to have been. There's no way this was done like organically without some kind of like buddy hangout Friday night. Everyone smashed. No, like we should just trade all the squads. Something. It had to have been something.
If it wasn't a Monday afternoon, I might be inclined to agree with you.
Was Monday a holiday? I don't know.
Wasn't for me. I was at work and all of a sudden my phone starts buzzing like, what is going on?
Yep. It was wild. So,
yeah.
If nothing else, Jimmy, props to you for pulling that off.
Yeah. No, again, like I understand why he did it. I think he could have gotten more on the first 2. McBride and Ibuka, I think he could have gotten more in those trades.
McBride could be more. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we talk tight ends, right? We were talking about Tucker Kraft last week, and we're like, who are the better tight ends? And it's Brock Bowers and Trey McBride.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. And I would have Kyron's fine, but I flipped Kyron. Like I drafted him and got rid of him a
Yeah,
year
because you
later.
drafted him in the 5th. Didn't you? Wasn't he like part of the Neighbors trade though?
Yes, he was part of the trade that got me Neighbors.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess you stand by your word then, because you got rid of him to get a young receiver. So.
Yep. You know, I just look at longevity in the league. Receivers last longer than running backs.
Well, they do,
unless
right?
your name is Derrick Henry.
Well, that's different. That's God. So, although he fumbles a lot now.
Apparently.
Fumbled 3 times his entire time with Tennessee. He's fumbled.
Yeah.
What's going on?
3 times this year.
Yeah. Bonkers. So,
yep. So, yeah, big trades. I do like, again, from Robbie's standpoint, I think it makes sense to get Pearsall in the second because he was looking a little thin on his roster. So I think that works out well. And if I believe he is leading the points, max points for, or the lowest max points for, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, I think he is. So, which in that case just moves up, low first round pick and a really too low second round pick. So things are looking up for him there.
Yep.
So yeah, so those are trades.
Chris likes trades. They make him excited. I had to send him the glad gif.
I wanted to get in on it too. So I put in the group chat yesterday that T. Higgins is for trade, which he is.
Yeah, you've had him up there for a while.
And I got one yesterday for Jaden Higgins for T. Higgins. And so I sent back, you're joking, right?
I like Jaden Higgins.
He had one
like
target
T. Higgins better
last week.
I like T. Higgins better. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Alrighty.
But yes.
Trades.
So, yeah, let's get into this. So, going into week 4.
Week 4. Isn't it funny? We spent all that time like talking about it'll be here before we know it and blah, blah, blah. And then
now here it is.
It's week 4.
Yep.
We're a month into this thing now. All right. So we just go in order that it's showing right here.
Yep. Go in your order.
We're not going to waste any time here. Christian's winning. Yeah, I'd like to break 100 this week. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yep. Christian, congrats on your bye week. We're pulling for you, buddy.
I hope Jalen Hurts gets like a neck stinger on the first tush push and he's out for the rest of the game.
Oof. I will tell you what I did do though.
What's that?
I'm playing all my Eagles in hopes that those are the 2 that he goes to. So if he goes to Devontae Smith and he goes to
Dallas Goedert,
that's my hope. Is that maybe now he throws the ball? He threw the ball a bit last week. So maybe he throws the ball and maybe throws it to my guys. And maybe I can offset some of his points.
They're playing Tampa Bay, right?
They are playing Tampa Bay. Yep.
That might be a rough go for Igbuka in his first game on Chapin's team.
It's Igbuka. Oh, but there's no Mike Evans. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. But yep. Hoping that, play my Packers, play my Eagles. Just hope. A lot of hope.
I hope so too.
You and Chapin.
Yeah. Yep. I'm still going with me.
I'm not.
I figured you weren't.
Well, let's just play the odds, Chris. Chapin just posted 148.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has their best game against you. So off the bat, we're assuming Chapin's at 150.
Keep in mind, I did post 154 last week.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's a good point. People can have their best game and you still win. That happened with Jimmy. So,
yep.
I like Chapin in this one. You know why?
So
because there's a ton of questions around this guy.
Neighbors, yep.
Yeah, because
Jackson Dart's starting.
Is he?
Yeah, they're benched Russell Wilson. Jackson Dart is
That's
starting.
more questions. Just throwing that out there.
Especially against the Chargers defense.
And then Genty, he's supposed to get 12. That would be the combined of his last 2 weeks.
Against the Bears.
Yeah, and then you got Drake London, who just scored 0, or not 0, but his team scored 0 against the Panthers.
Yep. They're playing Commanders.
Yeah.
Nico against the Titans.
Breece Hall against Miami might do well for you.
Yep. Bowers
and then
against the Bears.
Aubrey will be your top scorer this week.
J.K. Dobbins against the Bengals.
Yeah, I think Dobbins is a keep, though. Like, you're definitely playing him, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then Judkins against Detroit. So, oh no.
Yep. So that's going to be rough.
Tucker
Olave
Kraft against
Buffalo.
Dallas.
Yep. Chris Olave against Buffalo.
That's not great for Olave. But he's
No.
only projected 10. So
Marvin Harrison against Seattle, and apparently Seattle has the number 1 ranked defense right now.
they're really good.
Yep.
It's bonkers.
Yep.
They're like really good.
I mean, you look at Justin Jefferson, he's put up 12, 9,
Yeah.
and 10.
Yeah,
And
he hasn't been.
And they're starting Carson Wentz. Now, granted, Jordan Mason went off for 20 plus, and I told you to trade for him a while ago, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, Chapin, if you're still interested.
Achane against the Jets could do well.
I think he'll
that
do
Miami
well.
offense is scary. So I'm rolling with myself.
All right.
I think if my guys show up, my guys will win.
Well, that's my problem too.
Yeah, but outside of Keenan and QJ, like my roster's set. Like I don't change my guys. You have some guys that are kind of fluctuating.
I like to jump around. Right.
You do.
I just like to pick the wrong guy as much as possible, so I have something to talk about on Tuesdays.
Sorry. So you're going with Chapin?
I am going with Chapin.
All right. Which matchup we got next here?
Keith and Derek. Okay,
Ooh.
Dak Prescott projected at 21 against the Packers defense. No, that's not happening.
No, not with CD Lamb being out.
No CD Lamb against the Packers defense. If Dak Prescott breaks double digits, I'll be shocked. I expect that this game will not go well for him. The Micah Parsons revenge game. The Packers defense is really good. He doesn't have CD Lamb.
Yep.
And Josh Allen's playing New Orleans. So
could Josh Allen get pulled in the third quarter?
Why not? Although we thought that was going to happen against Miami too, so who knows?
I think Miami's better than New Orleans.
They are. They are. I actually, honestly, I haven't even watched New Orleans football this year. I'm not even paying attention. It's almost like, not that I forgot they're a team, but it almost seems like I forgot that. Like, oh yeah, right, the Saints are a team still. AJ Brown, that comes down to do they fall? Well, Bijan and Barkley, that's fun.
That's a wash.
Is this the one that bites somebody in the butt? Oh.
Yep.
Because this was that big trade.
This was the big trade. And I have to say, on record, Keith, you're welcome for Jonathan Taylor, the number 1 running back in fantasy football right now.
No. You're welcome to welcome him because for whatever reason, Jonathan Taylor was a complete ass when he was on my team. I had him through the holdout. I had him through the injuries. I had him through the just couldn't frickin' play. And then now he's an absolute frickin' dog. This is horse shit. Like, it's so annoying
points, 11.3 points in week 1 against Miami, 28.5 against Denver.
I told you this was coming. I told you this was coming. He loves playing Tennessee.
Wow.
And he gets them again in week 8.
Yep.
No,
so,
he is
Keith, you're
killer.
Welcome.
It turns out all you need is a quarterback. Who knew it was Daniel Jones? But get some of that pressure off and just let him go. So he's been incredible this season. Yeah. And based on that and the Josh Allen and the Dak Prescott being too high, I've got Keith in this one. I think Keith stays undefeated.
Looks like they have Juwan Jennings listed as out. So who does he put in the flex spot there?
Dowdle had 10 last week. Cedric Tillman probably, or Njoku.
Juju.
Njoku against Detroit, that's a good matchup. It'll probably be Tillman or it'll be Njoku, I think.
I was going to say any thoughts on Samson, but they're playing Detroit, so no. So you're going with Keith?
Yep, I've got Keith in this one.
I think I'm going to roll with you.
I mean, Keith's really just kind of showed up this year too, so.
Keith was my pick to win it all, so I'm rolling with it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, who we got next?
Going down. Tyler and Jimmy.
This gets interesting.
Okay, so Mariota's out. Do we have Jaden Daniels coming back?
Yeah, Jaden Daniels gonna be coming back.
Okay, so we've got Jaden Daniels back.
because
No
this
wonder Jimmy's
projection,
projected so low. There's nobody in here.
yeah, he hasn't put in his new running backs
Right, so
or
Najee's
a
going to come out.
flex.
Oh, he's got 1,
So he's got
2,
Scattaboo,
3,
Scattaboo at
4
14 and a
zeros in here.
half.
5 zeros in here right now? He's
Is it
projected
5?
94 with 5 zeros? Am I reading that right?
1,
21
2,
is 33.
3. I got 4 zeros. Nope, 5 zeros.
Yeah, 5 zeros. No flex, no tight end, no wide receiver 3, no running backs.
Yep. All right, so Kyle Pitts is going into his tight end.
Mm-hmm.
You got Cam Scattaboo projected at 14 and a half. You got Josh Jacobs at 17.25 against Dallas. I think he might go over that. You got Kyron Williams at 15. And then I think Xavier Worthy's coming back this week.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to go Jimmy.
Yeah. What the hell? I think so too.
I think Jimmy's the way to go.
Jimmy, that roster got strong.
You know, you got Jaden Daniels with 25, so add 25 to Tyler's, puts him at 132.
Yeah, Tyler 132, yeah.
But I think I'm going to...
But he's 97 with 5 zeros, and he's going to put in a 15, a 17, a 10.
That doesn't seem right.
That's what I'm saying.
That
This is
can't
weird.
be right.
Hold on. I know math. Hold on. That's 33. That's 42. That's 48. Okay. No. I don't know why they're saying he's projected at 94. No, that doesn't make any sense. It should be around 48 to 50.
Yeah, that had to have been prior to the trades going out.
Yeah, it had to have
been.
So,
yeah. Yep.
I still like it. I still like the Jimmy pick.
Yep, I'm going.
This is wild. Against top, like, Tyler's been slaying lately.
Tyler's the number 1 scoring team, I believe, in the league.
Yeah, that adds up. Even with this 40-point step back.
Yep. So, but yeah, I still think Jimmy can pull it out.
Yeah. Okay.
If the new guys that he traded for hit, he'll pull it out.
Yeah, well, that's
I like
the classic everything, right?
But you also he's got to hope that Cam Scattaboo can actually do something against the Chargers.
Is Kyle Pitts.
No, Max can be out for a while with his elbow injury.
Okay.
But I mean, Jacobs against Dallas, that's easy. Kyron against Indy, that's not so easy.
It's not as easy.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Both right or both wrong.
Yep. Either way.
All right.
So
Michael and
last
Tommy.
2 matchups.
I'm done. Michael wins. I don't care. It's not even about the matchups anymore. This is just he's invincible. I don't know why, but he is.
Yep. I'm going with that one as well.
Yeah, that's no knock on Tommy. That's just Michael is somehow untouchable. I can't make it make sense.
Yep.
The stuff that needs to happen happens, right? So not that Montgomery's like been a bum, right? But 6, 12, 30. Because Michael needed 30 from David Montgomery that day, right? He needed 10 from Ollie Gordon. Okay, we're going to do that, right? Because Chase was going to screw up. Ollie Gordon, 0.8, 1.8, 10. Like, okie dokie. It just works out. And Jigba, let me get you a kick return. I don't know. The guy can play. It's just his team. I don't know. Chase puts up 6. Don't worry. Garrett Wilson will get you 20 with the backup quarterback.
Yeah. In order for Tommy to have a chance in this, Jake Browning needs to have a good game against Denver, but he can't throw the ball to Chase. He's got to go to T. Higgins and everybody else, not Chase. Okay. That is the only way Tommy has a chance.
So Jake Browning just has to have a good game without throwing to his number 1 wide receiver.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
That's exactly what needs to happen. It's the only way.
Maybe Mark Andrews will quit being a bum again for him, and he'll get him another 24. Watch, Mark Andrews getting 1 point this week. I promise you.
Okay.
It was enough to just shut me down for a week. But yeah, I like Michael.
Yeah.
I like Michael probably going forward. I'll be honest. I don't know. I'll take luck over
both going Michael on that one.
Yep.
All right. So the last one we got is Robbie versus James.
Okay. Mahomes against Baltimore. That's rough. Chase Brown against Denver. That's rough. Kamara against Buffalo. That's rough. Addison, that's going to be his first game back. Is there a resurgence? Maybe Luther Burden has like some resurgence with the Bears that they're having right now. Maybe that's just the Dallas game. I don't know. They look like a whole
Yeah.
different team. I don't know if there was some like after game speech that occurred after they got their asses whooped by Detroit, but maybe that's the resurgence. But comparing between them and with
I don't think
Hampton,
I don't think Baker's getting 23. Not against Philly.
he's going to have to get 23 against Philly.
Yeah, but I don't think he will.
Matthew Stafford just put up 20 against Philly, and he didn't have Igbuka.
Yeah, but Stafford has
Devontae. I know.
Devontae. Like, come on now.
I'm just being funny, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one might be tighter than it looks. I think, though. What do you think? Let's go with that.
I'm thinking James.
Yeah, I think I am too. I just think this Mahomes, Brown, Kamara, those are rough matchups.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Addison coming back, and then Burden having, I think he's only had the one good game, right? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, the one.
Was that Dallas, or, you know, is he gonna repeat that in Vegas? You know, I don't know.
Yeah,
one target, two targets, three targets. This was done 20 points on 3 targets. I don't know. I don't know if that's telling it all. Yeah, I'm gonna go with James on that one. So all right.
And it was the big flea flicker that Burden got his touchdown on. Yep.
People should use flea flickers more. I don't know why they don't.
They should. They should also throw to their best players all the time. That might help.
In the case of Jordan Love, their players.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that usually helps too.
Okay, so the only one we differ on is you and Chapin. Okay.
Yep, that is the only one.
Okay. So in order for me to be,
I can...
oh wow, how cool would that be to be one up on you another week? Because that's a double smack in your face.
Oh, let's not have that happen.
It is wild to me that you're 1 and 2. That you are 1 game above me.
I don't get it. I did beat Chapin the last time we played though. 155-36 to 146-14.
If I put up 146 and I lose, the anger that would flow.
Actually,
well, good luck.
Looking at League Legacy, the matchups that we had this week have been high scoring matchups, like the last one. So last year I beat Chapin 155-36 to 146-14. Michael beat Tommy 153.8 to 126.3. Keith lost to Derek's team 145-98 to 130-92. Tyler beat...
I'm not logged into League Legacy.
Yeah,
I was going to pull it up.
Yeah, Tyler beat... Actually, just go to the show notes. I put the link there.
Oh. Will that sign me in? Sorry, team. We're learning. Hold on. Come on, link.
Tyler beat Jimmy's team 128.64 to 102.3. And then the 2 lowest ones, Christian beat you 103.62 to 74.06.
Why do I always suck? Like, it's just like, I got to pull it up finally. Holy crap.
Yep.
No, it's like, it's just like, yeah, I just suck. And I have sucked. That's my dynasty. My dynasty is I suck.
Yep.
Is there a team
I
have the head-to-head on? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not even going to be shocked if like that's exactly what happens this week. 103 to 74. Yeah, that adds up. This is what will happen. This is what will happen. Jalen Hurts will have a bad game, which means that Dallas Goedert and Devonta Smith will have a bad game. And then other players will go off. That's what's going to happen. And I'll lose because his other players go off and because I have 2 goose eggs on my team.
Yeah. Watch. Let's see. Watch. Oh, wait. You've actually beaten Keith 2 out of the 3 times you've played.
Keith?
Yep. And you and Michael are 2 and 2. You and Derek are 2 and 2. And you and Jimmy are 2 and 2.
Y'all better watch out. Some of you, I'm looking for that tiebreaker. The rest of you just keep on whooping my ass. But
see, and that's just a weird thing. Like, you know, the way the randomized goes, like you're playing 3 teams twice in a year and then everybody else just once. Yeah. So I need to get that play the easy teams twice in a year compared to the hard teams.
What? No, it's how us like wild cards get into the playoffs. Is we all just beat
Yeah,
the
like,
shit out of each other down here, and then one of us squeezes in.
yeah. So I am 1-4 against Christian, and I'm at least 2-2 against everybody else. I am 3-3 against Jimmy, and 3-1 against you.
Yeah, that adds up. And
Yep.
you've told me
So,
about every one of those too. So
and I will continue to until you beat me, and then I expect it back tenfold.
I hope you're my win this year, Chris. I really do.
Yeah.
I
You
really,
want me to keep losing because you have my draft pick.
yeah, I need you to do terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Which I'll trade you my draft pick back.
For neighbors, yeah.
I'll give you T. Higgins for my draft pick back.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right. I figured I'd try.
Nah, we
But,
already burned that bridge.
yep. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for episode 10. We went a little bit long because, yeah, we just felt like talking football. So, yeah, it's a big week this week.
Big week.
Hopefully, we got some good matchups. Hopefully, we'll see how these trades play out. Jimmy, I still think you could have gotten more. I'm going to stand by that.
But we did predict him to get a win because of it. So,
yep. So there we go. But other than that, you guys, thanks for joining again for episode 10, the Big 10.
Big 10.
We will be having an earlier episode come out than next Tuesday because we are actually interviewing Tommy Sunday morning.
Yep. Mid game, early game.
Don't forget to set your lineup Saturday night because the first game's at 6:30 in the morning on the West Coast.
Yep. Y'all got to get going.
They're playing
early.
Good old Dublin.
This is the first one in Ireland? I think it's the first one in Ireland.
Yes, first one in Ireland. Why they sent the Steelers and the Vikings, I don't know.
I don't think Ireland wants Vikings coming there.
No, usually not a good thing.
Just a thought. I don't know.
Thing.
No, I don't know.
But I mean,
right, man.
Isn't Carson Wentz is a redhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But all right, guys, thanks for tuning in to episode 10. And we will get back to you guys with the next episode soon. So don't forget to comment. Let's hear your comments.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Rob, thanks again for joining, man.
Yes, sir. Later.
All right. See ya.